Nate Ullman is a mailman like any other. When he went out for a route in late February, it was an ordinary day. He was simply delivering the mail and never could have expected what would end up happening next. He was making his way down a dead-end road when he found an older dog curled inside of a ditch. Nate knew that he'd have to stop and help out. After all, how could he live with himself if he simply drove away like nothing happened? This story took place during the middle of a typically challenging Midwest winter. Nate could see that the animal was very cold and he wanted to do everything in his power to help out. He also wanted to make sure that he was not startling the dog in the process. Nate made plenty of noise before approaching the dog, so the animal would know that he was making his way towards the ditch. Senior dogs don't do too well with sudden noises, as anyone who owns one can tell you. When Nate finally made his way to the dog, his heart sank. He could tell that the animal had been through quite a lot. He was frostbitten, starving, and alone. The dog had since been named Sloan. Once Nate got closer to Sloan, he also realized that the dog was a friendly one. Sloan knew that Nate was there to help him. The dog was taken to a nearby animal hospital so he could receive the help he needed. Nate did not want to drop off the dog and take off, though. He gave the clinic his number and urged them to keep in touch. He went back to work, but he couldn't get the dog's story out of his mind. Sloan is a special dog, and Nate knew that he was meant to come into his life. Casey Pet Project took him on after his treatment was complete. From there, he was taken to a foster home. He may have been 12 years old at the time, but he still had a very youthful spirit. Once it was time for him to find a forever home, you already know who got the call. Nate and Sloan were reunited, and it felt so good. We're glad to see these two coming together. Nate does not view himself as a hero, though. He was only doing what was right. If you wish to help other dogs who are in the same predicament as Sloan, please be sure to offer a generous donation to the good folks at Casey Pet Project.